Hey guys, welcome back to another video shredded content brought to you by Flash Custom Transfers. And in today's video, as you can see from the title and the picture, we are going to be teaching you some tips and tricks and just a little bit of advice on what to do once you actually get your first printer. So if you don't know, we sell transfers, but we also most recently here have been selling the Mimaki TXF series printer, the 150 and the 300, as well as the shakers and everything that goes along with it and consumables. And again, you can check out all of our other content that we have in the video covering that subject. But today is for the people who actually have the printer. So shout out to, there's a few people out there, but we will be giving them a big shout out here soon of who actually purchased a printer. So congratulations to you. Thank you so much. This video is for you and for anybody else out there in the future who purchases a Mimaki printer, especially from us. We got the best prices. This video will actually teach you just again some tips and tricks and some advice on how to maximize your printer and make as much profit. Now, baby girl on Flash Custom Transfers actually already did this video, but we decided to create this video together to give it a little more context, just a little more detail here on Straight Outta Content. So let's go ahead and let's get into the video. Okay, so starting off right here, owning your own printing empire. Your own printing empire, that is very true. Key advantages and strategies. Now again, this is not everything. This is just a comprehensive little, not even necessarily
just like a guide, just a template to help you. And so this is just a guide to help you figure out how to make money with your printer. You get your printer and you're like, what do I do? How do I make money? Where do I start? And with all of these strategies and advantages is we also implemented within our business on how to grow our business and how to make money with our business and our printers and things like that. So these are all strategies that we use and have experience with. So I felt confident enough to share them with you, and you guys know we're for the people. So we're never gonna gatekeep. We're always gonna tell you exactly what we did. So I have it in a nice slide here for you, very organized.
And we are working on so I said comprehensive before, but we are working on a bigger comprehensive, platform and everything. So whenever you purchase a Mimaki printer from us, you will receive all the videos and content that goes along with it so that you feel safe, like, whoo, I'm not just stuck and having to figure it out myself. I will actually have a blueprint. So we're trying to create that for everybody. So let's go on over to the next slide. And bulk orders and wholesale. With your own DTF printer, you have the capability to fulfill bulk orders and cater to wholesale clients. Very true. Offering wholesale options can attract larger clients and bulk buyers, resulting in higher sales value. 100%. And again, Shelly touched on this on her channel, so make sure you go on over to Flash Custom Transfers and check that out. So, in just a little subject to kind of touch on, in bulk orders, a lot of people say don't use DTF for bulk orders, which is very crazy to us because we've handled bulk orders with the DTF printer.
Why did they say that?
Because they say for single color and bulk orders, it's easier to do screen printing and stuff like that. But again, screen printing really only applies to the front or back of a t-shirt, right? So do you have any sides things? I know I have this.
No, I don't.
Right? So this is a hoodie, this is a t-shirt, but there's so many, do I have it right here? Oh, I have
something on here.
I do? There we go. Something like this, right? If you wanted to do white here, black, red here, and then black on this side, that's gonna be 4, red, black, white. 3 different screens you're gonna have to set up, but it is gonna be 4 because you're gonna have a different logo right here. So you're gonna have to go through with the black Jordan, then you have to go through with the Ja Morant red, then you have to go through with just shoot it here and just shoot it here. And again, that's where I'm like, that's where this is doing something like this, fully loaded, is where DTF really excels. So even if it was, like as you can see on hers, just a flash, if you wanted to do a bulk order on that, it's very easy. And look at all the different colors that you have. If you wanted to screen print that, now again, even if this was just white, say the whole thing is just white or black, and you wanted to screen print it, you're still having to, even if you have an automatic one and you have to load all the shirts and do all the screen, you're already printing those first. So while you're setting that up, the DTF machine, again, that's if you start them at the same time. So that's why, like, if the order comes in, it's DTF, and this person and this store has to screen printing. 1, I don't need a minimum. But 2, if we're doing a bulk order, all I'm doing is setting up the press machine, and that's it. So if you have 2 or 3 heat presses, you're doing 3 shirts at a time. pulling them in, placing it, pressing it, moving it, pulling in, placing it, pressing it, moving it. And again, with certain heat presses, with the automatic heat press, you're just placing it, pressing it, sliding it over, peeling it, placing it, sliding it over. And that's even if you press twice. A lot of people don't even press twice. They just press once, peel it, and let it go because there's so much pressure. And you're doing bulk orders. We've physically seen it. Remember, if you ordered bulk orders from us, and this is why Chelly wanted to touch on that. If you're watching this video and you just bought a Mimaki, don't let anybody say that you can't do bulk orders or single color orders with your DTF printer, because this video is designed to people who have bought the Mimaki from us. Don't let people convince you that you can't do that, because how many times have we seen it? If you ordered a bulk order from us, it was being done at the warehouse, right? It was being done because 100, 200, 300 shirt orders was not hard at all. You just stand there, place it, boom, you print it all out and go. It's super easy. You don't have to worry about cleaning screens. What nobody really touches on, the prep and then the cleanup after a screen print job. Because everybody says that you want to do bulk, you do screen print. That's what everyone says. But again, there's a prep and a cleanup job with that. There isn't with DTF. So just remember that. When there's no prep or cleanup job when you do DTF, it's the garment and the transfer. Cut and press. Cut and press. Now, the cut part might take a little longer depending on if it's big or small. But again, Flash Printing Depot, we have a machine for that, the Cutworks machine that we've shown in the video, where it can actually cut the gang sheet out for you. So say you're printing that right there, or even this, and you're printing this on a gang sheet, you put the registration dots, the camera can read it, and it's gonna recognize each dot and cut everything out for you. So that's even less time that you're doing. So again, whenever people say bulk orders or even, and I'll go into wholesale, but whenever people talk about bulk orders and, oh, with DTF you can't, it's just not accurate. We've been doing it physically from, for years. And as far as wholesale, yes, that's the difference. The difference between screen printing and DTF, everybody wants to talk about DTF as if it's just for a t-shirt or for a garment, but you're not selling, if you wanted to sell a screen print transfer, you're not doing that with your regular screen print setup. You have to then find a plastisol and then create a whole separate process to sell one image logo by itself on a piece of film that you can then sell. So just remember that the DTF, your printer, has two options to sell. You can sell the gang sheet wholesale individually, but on top of that, you can also attach it to apparel and then sell apparel pre-made at a wholesale price. So you may have somebody who has a clothing brand, and it might be a large clothing brand, and they've been getting stuff done from China or somebody else, and then they want to come to you to get it made for a low price, wholesale price, so that they can sell at a higher price later on, and they're tired of the shipping. Maybe they lost the shipment because it came in, but it never reached, what's it called? Customs or something like that, or got lost at sea or something like, you know what I mean? Yeah, they were getting great prices over there, getting it made for pennies on a dollar, but they weren't able to, necessarily control or anything. So that's the larger scale of wholesale. People talk about like wholesale. Yeah, I can go to Walmart and get a shirt for $5 and then I can go to Aviva and get one for $2. No. We're talking about large wholesale of big companies that are gonna come to you with these orders. Colleges, right? Say they're having a big game. We're coming up on spring break right now. There's gonna be, a lot of people that are leaving colleges, a lot of parties, and just a lot of things that are going on. March Madness is coming up, a lot of college sports. So just know that you are capable, you are 100% able to do bulk orders and wholesale pricing with this DTF. And I'm gonna say one more thing before I let Chelly jump in.
You're saying it all, sir.
You sure?
Yes, you're doing great.
Because again, remember, this video is designed, if you haven't bought your printer, hopefully this video inspires you to do so. And for the people out there who have in the future, whenever you're watching this, if this video was filmed March 5th, shout out to my brother, happy birthday. You will see this and be like, man, you know what? He's right. I'm so glad that I have this, that I have a company out here who not just is selling a printer, but they also have this actual real life experience behind it. But I just want to let everybody know, don't be fooled by people out here telling you, the vinyl can do bulk or whatever else can do bulk and wholesale, and you could do it small orders, large orders, or DTF is only available for this. Because if that were true, you wouldn't see companies like Supercolor getting into the industry. They would have just stayed doing what they're doing. So just understand that. You got Jiffy shirts that just got into DTF. Supercolor just got into DTF. Ninja Transfers has already been there. TKO Transfers is now doing DTF. There is a reason why, a monetary, conscious business reason why all of these companies are getting into DTF, because it's efficient. It's just that if they weren't, think about how long. It's only been 4 years, 2019, 2020, since DTF really got on the market, and look how fast these companies did all the numbers, crunched everything, got all the machinery that they needed, trained all of their employees, and then now are coming out with this product, all at different prices. Boom, 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 boom. And we see it because we're on the back end of, how it comes overseas, because all of these machines, even the Mimaki, is still coming from Japan. Manufactured in Japan, made in Japan, sent over here, and it's not even assembled. It's sent over here ready to go out the box. It's not like you have to assemble it. So just really wanted to touch on that subject because I want people to understand the ways to make money are way larger than just t-shirts. Way larger with all the things that you can print DTF on, press DTF on while it's customization. It's not just limited to just t-shirts. That's a very niche market. If you think I'm just going to get a DTF printer to sell t-shirts, this doesn't make any sense. Sell against you. Okay, so we're gonna go on to next. Partners and collaborations. You wanna do this one, babe? I talked so much in the lesson.
You did.
I'm so passionate.
We got a whole
I'm so
slide.
passionate.
You're gonna use all your energy on it.
I'm so passionate.
Just partnerships and collaborations is, we preach this all the time. Get in your community, go to churches, go to schools. With owning your own printer, you can collaborate with these local businesses for events, projects. You can reach new customers, which will generate more sales and more income, and really utilize that printer. So just get out there and create those relationships. So I know we always say that, so that's very important. A great way to make money with your printer is networking, collaborations, and partnerships.
And I'm so glad that you touched on that, because we wouldn't even be here today, March 5th, 2024, making this video if we didn't reach out to Mimaki with our platform. So I was just on the phone with my brother telling him, as he's starting a new restaurant, food truck business, you need to create a platform. You don't you want to do something to go viral, but nobody's going to know where to go after.
Then another slide. Just save it.
Okay. So partnerships and collaborations. Let's shout out our partnerships and collaborations. So let's shout out to Mimaki.
DTF Superstore.
MCAD
Mimaki,
and Cutworks. Yes.
Carissa at Mimaki.
Yes. Rom at Cutworks and MCAD. Jeremy and Andy, Moses. What's the
Andrew First Citizens.
Andrew First Citizens Bank. Yes, those are all of our partnerships and collaborations. We have a lot more coming here soon. So thank you for everybody out there. And again, for the people who purchased the printers, we will be commenting on you guys and everybody else. So just stay tuned. We're gonna include everybody. So we appreciate, but those again are partnerships and collaborations. And we hope to make more. But again, it was based off of our platform and getting into this industry so that we can expand. What is it? Clamp It. Shout out to you guys, Clamp It. We know we're coming out there. We're coming out there. Brand building.
So this is very, very important, and what took our business to that next level, and which we think they can take your business to the next level. We always preach. I always say preach, because we're like film.
Yes.
So by owning your own printer, you have the opportunity to build your brand and your own reputation as a trusted, quality, custom printed product. So like we say, we're the strongest transfer in the world. We're able to create our reputation and then provide a quality product. You guys see it. You guys see the content. So film, create a platform on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, e-commerce store. Oh, I forgot TikTok. I left TikTok off. And you get to showcase your creativity, craftsmanship, attention to detail, which sets you apart from your competitors who just sell transfers. You can, have the social media side, just kind of like us. Like I said, we do all of these in our business, and we tell you guys, so now it's just very organized.
Yeah, and that's great that you touch on that, because the power of showing that machine that you have now, or that you will have, because you will contact us after. You will hit us up and email us at flashprintingdepot@gmail.com, and you will say, hey, I'm ready to get a printer, and we're going to set you up with financing. We're going to knock it out of the park. And our finance guy is amazing. Shout out to you, Andrew. He does not stop. Right?
No, he will figure out any way possible to get you the best deal.
Yes, 100%. So with that being said, you have to build a brand outside of your current brand. So if you have this printer, for all the people out here who have this printer or intend to get one, you have to be working on your brand so that once you physically get the printer and you're producing a product, whatever you're doing it on, once you start showing that product, people are gonna be like, oh my God, I need to get it because I can see it. You'd be so surprised on how much business you can do once you physically have the printer. A lot of people are a little bit reluctant, like, man, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do it? What can I make with it? Remember we were talking to somebody, I spent like an hour talking to them on the phone, and they were giving me the scenario of somebody who wanted a 30 shirt order and all this other stuff. And it's like, it's beyond t-shirts. You got to understand it's beyond t-shirts, because once you make your own brand building outside of the printer, of course, you're definitely filming the printer every day. You're filming what is coming out. But now you're using all of those views and stuff like that to get eyes on all of the other products that you may offer. We offer UB DTF. We offer graphic design. We offer, what else? We offer selling a printer, right? So there's all these other things that you may, we don't necessarily showcase, that we can make shirts and stuff like that, even though we do, but you may be into that. You may be like, hey, I offer embroidery, right? You may offer all of these other services that will be seen from somebody taking you serious, that you actually have a printer, and they're gonna notice, why is that printer black? What's Mimaki? You know what I mean? They're gonna notice like, wow, so this printer is different. And then you will also be able to express your experience with getting this printer versus all the other ones that are on the market. So that's all a part of brand building. It's not just, oh, I'm getting a clothing line and I'm just gonna print. You gotta really look. And again, with all of these platforms, with YouTube, we know you're receiving an income every month.
And that's why I emphasize Empire, because it's not just a DTF printer. There's so many different aspects that come with just having your printer. You can, the goal is to have multiple sources of income, and that one printer can bring you so many sources of income if you do it correctly.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Yeah, because we get paid from straight to the content and from Flash Custom Transfers YouTube. Every month, 22nd of every month, we receive a payment from both of those YouTube channels. And again, it's like a 401k. Like I say, it's like a modern 401k. As long as you keep putting into it and it's free, not you're having to work 8 hours a day to put into it. As long as you keep putting little pieces of content into it, it's always going to forever pay you out, and it's only going to get bigger, period. It's impossible for it not to grow. People are gonna see it and subscribe. Just like you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we appreciate it. Hit that like button as well. Hit that like button so that you don't miss any of the content that we have here. Offer extra services. Wow, I just touched on this.
You did.
They will see it. Graphic design, artwork creation. So many people need their gang sheets made. We don't really want to do it. But I'm just being honest. Creating a gang sheet is very hard.
But it did set us apart from other companies.
Yes, it did, yeah.
We provided the expert guidance and assistance throughout the design and printing process, and our competitors were not. We offered gang sheet setup, we offered vector filing, we offered logo creation, and those are just other services that you can offer to help bring in more customers and help bring in more sales and make money with your DTF printer.
Yeah, right now with the guy that we just did with the Dragon Ball Z.
Logo creation.
So from a tree guy that we filmed that cut our tree.
Shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Brian.
Quest Tree Services.
Yes, shout out to you, man. Yep, remember, and this was years ago.
Probably like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
He did some
Tree
trimming for us, and he reached out to us and said, hey, can you create a logo? And I'd like to get some shirts. And we're like, of course we can create a logo. And that, other DTF companies or other companies where he might get his shirts, they might not offer those services. So offer other services. Learn the software, learn AI, learn Photoshop, learn these things just to help your business.
Adobe Illustrated AI, not AI.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah. These days, you got to say.
These days, you got to separate.
Learn Adobe. And, on our channel, we have those videos to show you how to set up gang sheets, how to vector very simple images. So you just got to study. It takes a lot of studying, but at the end of the day, it's worth it to help grow your business.
Yeah, definitely. And again, this video is for the people who have the printer. So if you have the printer, you can always contact us and say, hey, I have one. I have a Mimaki. Do you have a graphic designer? Do you know anybody that can help us with this? Do you have this, or who do you use for graphic? And because you have a Mimaki, and if you purchase it from us, we will be super happy to help you, because that's what we are here about. That's just the way that the business really is. If you purchase your car from Joe Myers Ford, that's just a place here in Texas, Joe Myers, but then you try to bring it to, what's the place you guys have up there in Navasota? You have a famous place. You said that you work there.
Oh, it's not there anymore. It's Thompson Country Ford.
There we go. So Thompson Country Ford, right? If I bring my car to there, they're gonna be like, well, did you buy it here? they're still gonna do the job, but if I bought it from them, they're gonna take care of it a lot better. They're still gonna do the job, but I'm telling you, if you bought it from there, they're gonna take way good care of you. So again, we're not gonna turn anybody away if you have a Mimaki printer, because we're a super Mimaki, team over here. But if you purchased a printer from us, it's gonna be a little, we got you.
That's another video.
Yeah, that's another video. So what else do we got here? This is my first time seeing this guy, so.
I know, I wish you would have watched it before.
No, I watched a little bit, but I really wanted to give my honest opinion. I didn't want it to be, because again, the people are watching this from the future and they're seeing the content and everything. So customer loyalty programs. Chelly's really good at this. She's always coming up with the ideas for the offers, offer discounts, exclusive promotions, rewards points. We actually had a membership.
Yes. Yeah. So sorry to cut you off. With customer loyalty programs, when you have your own printer, you're able to implement these customized loyalty programs. We started a subscription, you pay a monthly fee, and then you're able to get a discounted rate. You can offer discounts, exclusive promotions, you can offer reward points, different things like that to help keeping your business, what does it say? To encourage repeat business and referrals, keeping the customers coming back for more, which results in more sales. Oh, I can't see. No, it's too much, too much light on my glasses.
Oh, okay.
So you can do that when you own your own printer. You can have those specialized, customized customer loyalty programs like we did. So like I said, we did all of these things and they were amazing. Yeah. We had about 100. Over 100 loyalty customers that were subscribed to our Flash Plus. I couldn't remember the name of it in my other video.
Yeah, because we wanted to do Flash Prime, but it was like too close to Amazon
Flash
Prime.
Plus?
I think it was Flash Plus.
That don't sound right.
It was, because of the Plus membership.
I know.
It was in Canva. I remember doing that.
I know what the logo looked like, but I was like, that didn't sound right. So you can offer those types of programs as well when you are in control of your own process.
Yeah, we modeled it after Netflix, and we were charging $8.99 a month.
Yep.
And you would get those discounts if you paid it. And it's funny because you see it on other large DTF platform companies like a DTF Superstore. They have their own royalty programs or whatever. They have theirs as well. And it's a really good option to have for your customers out there, just to give them that little bit of incentive to buy, because it does give you an incentive to buy. And then it's also giving them discounts so that they feel that everything that they're purchasing is of value, right? You know what I mean? Because everything is going up. Right, we definitely have, and that will be in a separate video on what we believe that a transfer should be sold at. But there are companies out here. We are on the higher end of selling the transfers. We believe that anything sent out of a Mimaki is the top of the line and quality in regards to DTF product. We just don't think that there's another product out there that can match the quality of a Mimaki. So that's the reason why the price matches that. Now, again, if you have the printer and you want to charge less than that, by all means, that's the beauty of having a printer. You can really see your competition in your area, always focus on your area, and then set your price, but then still leave room for discounts, exclusive promotions, and things like reward points. Alrighty. Quality and innovation. See, it looks like I'm always talking about the next slide.
I know, that's why I'm like, if you just, you're doing good. This is good.
So emphasize the quality of your prints and stay updated with the latest technology to attract customers willing to pay more for superior products. Again, I was just touching on this. Continuously innovate and stay ahead of industry trends to set your business apart. We definitely believe that we are trendsetters in this business.
Yes, and we do emphasize the quality of our prints.
We do.
So we are always sure to emphasize the strongest transfer in the world. It won't crack, it won't fade. You got to let the people know. And we're continuously innovating, coming up with all types of different things to showcase the product, being creative and everything like that. So it's really important. They might seem like not as important, but those things really, really set you apart.
Yeah, and that's exactly why we are where we are today as far as our business and where it has grown, and being invited and being able to do deals with large companies like DTF Superstore and Mimaki and even AMCAD and Cutworks. The reason why we are welcomed into these rooms and into these businesses and given the opportunity to innovate as we are working on products like the DTS gang sheet, right? Which is not a DTF product, as we are working on products like the DTS gang sheet, which is not an apparel-based product at all. It's a substrate, right? With a totally different printer that you guys might not even be aware about. But it exists, and it exists in an industry that we're finding out is extremely big. We are finding out that industry is huge, the UV industry. So, and not the UV DTF clear gang sheets. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about print directly, UV printing that prints directly to substrates. It's amazing and it's huge. It's really big. But again, if it wasn't for us always trying to innovate, us always trying to trailblaze and be trendsetters, like she said, industry trendsetters, we wouldn't be where we're at today. So, but a big thing I do want to touch on, Love, is that your price does reflect, unfortunately, people do associate price with quality. It's sad, but there's a reason why Louis Vuitton, is it Vuitton? What's Louis Vuitton? I don't know. I don't know those extreme brands. All I know is that they cost a lot of money and they will never not cost a lot of money, period. Even like Gallery Furniture or whatever the company, what's it, Gallery Department, all these new brands that are coming out, I'm not in fashion like that. I just care about the number. And all I know is that even a Mercedes, so we go into cars and world, you know, my world, and we go into vehicles and stuff like that. There's a reason why these certain vehicles, like the new EV Hummer, or what other vehicles that they're having out here that are costing X amount of money. And you're like, I'm not paying for that. And they're like, okay, you don't have to, but somebody will. Yeah. And we're going to stay a viable company because we are charging this much and you will automatically associate value with it. I'll give you a prime example. We just seen it rise and drop, which was Tesla. I remember a time when people were like, oh my God, you have a Tesla? Oh my God, you have a Tesla. And then when the demand for electric vehicles dropped, everybody got a Tesla now and people are like, nah, I don't want it. Because it's cheap. You can get one for like $17,000 now. You get a Tesla, you get a Model S for like $17,000. It might be a little older, 2013, 2014, but you can get one for super cheap. You can even get the Model X for like 35 grand right now. I remember when that Model X with the gull wing doors, remember, babe?
I wanted
it. For $60,000 and it was like a big thing because the price matched its value. Once that price became the same price as a brand new Toyota Corolla, no longer, nobody's looking at Tesla like that anymore. And the demand just isn't there, therefore the price isn't. So just always be conscious of that. When it comes to quality and innovation, make sure that your price is associated with that quality, because if you are doing a quality product, price has to match. And that's something that we had to learn. That is something that we had to learn.
Learn it all the hard way, guys.
We learn it. Pass it on to you.
Pass it on to you.
Do not undercut yourself.
Take our advice.
Yes, do not undercut yourself. Sell that product, whatever you're doing, at a premium price. And I promise you, it will pay off in the long run. Flexibility. Owning your own printer allows you to be more flexible in terms of turnaround time and order quantities. Kind of touched on that in the bulk. You can accommodate rush orders and small batch orders and large batch orders, catering to a wider range of customers, including individuals, small businesses, and large corporations. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're in charge of your own turnaround time with your own printer, and you're not reliant on someone else and what their turnaround time is. You can, accommodate rush orders. So it really gives you that own flexibility, being in control of your own process.
And we have a lot of stuff coming up, some new innovative things that her and I have been thinking about. We're just getting the processes in place, but I'll give you there's a lot of flexibility in this, what you're looking at right here on screen. There's a lot of flexibility in this space, and it's gonna take one or two people to figure out, oh, if I go left, because the whole industry is going right, I'll eventually make the whole industry go right. And we've seen that with DTF. Everybody came up with, DTF kept rising, kept rising, kept rising, kept rising. Now every show that you see, it has some implementation of DTF, where these companies who are in the beginning are like, nah, DTF isn't gonna do anything, DTF is gonna, and then now they're having to do it. So again, it's gonna be the same exact thing and we're trying to be the trendsetters whenever we first drop, a lot of these things that we're working on and behind the scenes. There's gonna be, we know for a fact that there's some big things coming up that are gonna really maximize the, having that printer and really put pressure on a lot of other companies. That's all that we're gonna say. Creative control, babe. You want to knock this one out?
Yeah, creative control. When you have your own printer, you have the creative freedom to experiment with different designs, materials, techniques, and you can stay ahead of those trends, offering unique products and cater to niche markets, giving you a competitive edge in the industry, as you said, like on the wallet and things like that. So you could, you have your own printer, you can experiment with different things, print different things, different sizes when you have that, when you own your own process.
Yeah, that's
creative control.
We've been preaching that since day one. Own your own process. And again, the reason why companies like DTF Superstore are no longer selling Chinese printers, the reason why they came out with their own shaker, American made, they're really pushing the envelope on like, hey, we can do it all right here in America. We can do everything right here in America. Even though this Toyota machine, aka Mimaki, is made in Japan, we understand that it's like the Toyota. It's just gonna run forever. It's very low maintenance and very high quality machine. That's the reason why it costs as much as it costs. So if you've purchased it, you are paying for it, but you understand you bought quality. You bought peace of mind and quality. This machine comes with content like this. This machine comes with people like us. This machine comes with a whole network of people from DTF Superstore and Mimaki and everybody else associated. So you feel comfortable versus if you spent half as much on a Chinese printer and a Chinese shaker and stuff like that. You don't necessarily, you get what you pay for, especially in 2024 with everything going up. If you are gonna pay that premium price, make sure that it actually comes with premium everything. Premium support, yeah. So just understand that. With creative control, please control your entire thing. We've been preaching this since day one, and we are now a part of the process to help you with creativity. Long-term investment.
Go ahead, honey.
This is exactly what it is. This isn't a vehicle. So you're financing this thing. For the people out there who can purchase it outright, you've already got your situation locked and loaded. You understand this. But for the people out there who are maybe new, or maybe this is your second machine, maybe you have embroidery set up and you're purchasing your first DTF machine, again, we appreciate you. With that being said, I'll just go ahead and read it and I'll just touch on it just a little bit. While purchasing a printer requires an initial investment, it can be a lucrative long-term investment that pays off in the form of increased profits and business growth. As you build your customer base and reputation, the printer becomes a valuable asset that generates consistent revenue. And that's the moniker behind the Mimaki, is long term. A lot of these printers, you can get in and print fast and then something happens. And then you're spending downtime trying to get it back up and loaded. A big thing that DTF Superstore has with Mimaki is, if for whatever reason you have, all you people out there right now who are watching this, you have your Mimaki printer. If you have the printer and for some reason your thing goes down, they will print for you. They will print for you so that you stay operating. And then once it's all fixed and ready to go, which again, that's rare that it happens, then you're back, you haven't lost a step. You're not getting that with any other company. That company or whatever you're getting your Chinese printer from or used off the market or whatever, once you get it, that's it. And even if you wanted to do that, it would take forever for it to come. You'd be paying for shipping and everything. For it to come, to ship your entire load from China over here. Whereas here in the States, if you have any issue, there's 2 locations, DTF Superstore, East Coast and in Phoenix, and they will cover you. They got you. 100%. That's the reason why. That's just, obviously it's a long-term investment as far as making income, it paying for itself, and then you're able to maybe get into a second or third machine and grow your operation. But just know that the printer itself was designed to be long-term because it's based off of other proven technology, and they test everything a lot over there in Japan. That's one big thing about Japanese-made products is they care most about long-term quality, period. So this investment is its design is to pay you back. It's not designed to just get your money and then, okay, we got your money. And as a sales company, a lot of people out there, maybe you have, leave a comment down below if you've purchased something from overseas and then you got it. And then next thing you know, you didn't hear from them again.
That happens all the time.
All the time, all the time. You don't face that with. So I know I talked long-term about not necessarily the financial part, but I just really wanted to stress the part of the long-term with this machine is its physical function, because there is no long-term investment if the machine is down. As long as that machine is running, it's going to be making you money. That's its goal. And it doesn't even have to run every day. It's just, can it run all year with no problems? Can it run 2 years with no problems? Even if it's not running every day, 3 times a week, couple hours a day, all you need to be able to do is turn that thing on, go through your cleaning cycles or whatever, and let it go and get your product and then continue to move on. Anything you want to say?
No, you said it perfectly.
Alrighty. By following, is this closing it up? Okay, you can close it.
By following these simplified strategies, you can make the most money owning your own DTF printer and grow your printing business successfully.
Yes.
Yes. So every way how to make money with a DTF printer. Of course, this is just, cute, sweet, simple. We will have other videos showing you how to make money because I know everyone's kind of like,
the consumables and stuff.
Oh yeah, talk about the consumables. So this is just a few strategies that you can keep in mind on how to grow your DTF business with your printer.
Yes, that's it, guys. So again, stay tuned for other videos. These videos will always remain public for the people out there so don't think that, oh, I don't have a printer, I don't get to see this video. No, these videos will remain public But again, we will be consolidating all of these videos into like a book type format here soon, so that the people out there who have the printer, this content will come directly with the printer. It'll just be sent directly to you, and you won't have to scroll through straight to content or flash scripts or transfers in order to get this type of content. You will have it locked and loaded with you on your printer. So that's gonna be it, guys. Stay tuned for the next video and go check out all the other videos. And if you have any questions on purchasing a Mimaki TXF 150 or even 300 or the new Super Shaker, which is American made, that thing is locked and loaded. 32 inches, right? So it's not a 24-inch shaker, it's a 32-inch shaker. So it can print that new big film that's coming out. You're gonna start seeing 32-inch gang sheets, and it can fit through a 32-inch door. That thing, so that, oh, I guess you guys can't see because the background is blurred out. But there's a 32-inch door behind, I think like 34, but it's a slim fit, but it still allows you to print a very wide film. So that's a very wide film. So that's super important for a great price. So contact us about that. That thing is made by BMAC Industries. Contact us at flashprintingdepot@gmail.com and we will get you set up. Remember, we have in-house financing. So you need to get into a machine, we can definitely help you do it. We can help you do it today. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Hit that subscribe button.